Hello everyone, good evening. How is everyone doing tonight? So we're back to do some more readings. Okay guys, so give me a second and I will explain how this all works in just a moment. Okay. Hello Julian. Okay guys. Give me 2 seconds. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to what's that on there? That's not. My phone doesn't like me tonight. Hello everyone. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to pin a comment, but my phone is giving me hell. My phone is giving me hell. Let's try this again. There we go. Perfect. Yay. Awesome awesomeness. Actually, you know what? Hello, Jesse. Okay. I messed up. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. That's better. Bum, 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 bum. Perfect. Perfect. Not much is up. We're going to do some readings. Okay. You guys excited? I'm excited. Hello, love. Okay, so for those of you who are new, I'm going to introduce myself. We're going to talk about how to go about getting a reading, and then we're going to jump into these readings. Okay, so if you're new to watching me, my name is Becky. I am the co-owner of Mystical Essence. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, oracle card reader, astrologer, and spiritual mentor. A lot of things. I have been reading tarot and oracle cards for probably about five years now, give or take. It's been a bit. I love reading to help people. That's why I got into this. I originally started to help myself and use tarot as a self-development tool to learn more about myself and to help provide guidance in my own life. And then I kind of bled into doing it for other people from there. And now I'm here. So I love using tarot to help kind of empower you guys, give you guys some knowledge, insight, and wisdom into things so that you can step into your own power. I'm all about empowerment. So let's go over how to get a reading. Okay. So I do have some rules that we're going to cover as well. So there's 2 ways to get a reading. The first is to use the link in the pinned comment and to donate. There is no minimum amount for donations. And when you donate, you can ask a specific question, or you can just get bumped up if you just really want a reading and you want to make sure you get a reading. Donations guarantee you a reading. They also give you a chance to ask a specific question if you have a question in mind. With that being said, I do not have to do any health, pregnancy, or legal questions, okay? But any other questions, I can answer. I'm also doing free readings tonight, so that's the second way you can get a free reading. The free readings are for whoever I'm drawn to, okay? And all you have to do for that is comment your name below. When I see your name, if I feel pulled to you, I will pull some cards for you. The free readings are general readings, so they're just whatever comes through with the cards that are pulled, okay? If you receive a free reading and you want a longer reading or a reading on something else, please donate through the link in the pinned comments. Use your manners, please and thank you, okay? I like to keep this a safe place for everyone, and I understand you guys are taking time to be here as much as I am, so please be respectful. Anybody being rude or disrespectful will be blocked. I have no issues and no qualms using the block button. I would much rather do that than have issues arise between people and have this whole environment ruined. If you guys are not sure if I'm seeing your comments, just drop a question, like ask me, are you seeing my comments? Are you seeing my, that kind of thing. I do discourage people from constantly, and I mean like seconds apart going, me, when I do readings, because especially on Facebook, guys, it blocks you. Facebook will block you. They'll see it as spam, and so they'll limit your comments so I won't see them, okay? So if you're wondering if I'm seeing your comments, please just drop it in the comments. Ask me. I will let you know if I'm seeing them, okay? If you get a reply to your comments, this is the last one. If you guys get a reply to your comments, if you're watching on Facebook, because I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube right now. So if you are on Facebook, you get an inbox or friends request offering readings from people using my name or other readers. These are scams. So please block them, okay? Legitimate readers, we let you come to us. We don't go onto other people's lives and be like, come get a reading from me. It's disrespectful, it's unprofessional, and it's just, it's not etiquette we follow, okay? So know that these people are probably just trying to con you out of things. So tonight we're going to be using the Art History Tarot in Art History Tarot for past lives. I'm not necessarily doing past life readings, although I have a feeling maybe somebody might want something along the lines of that. But yeah, we're just going to use them as normal tarot cards tonight and see what comes through. Stella, if you have a question, Stella, there is a donation link in the pinned comment where you can make a donation. There's no minimum amount for donations. It's just whatever you can afford. And there is an option to use credit cards or debit as well if you don't have PayPal. Cool, cool. Okay. So guys, first and foremost, we did have some cards fall out as I was shuffling for the collective that I want to give the message. So we had the Temperance, karmic lessons coming up. We also had the King of Cups, the Benevolent Man, and the Queen of Cups, which is the Loving Woman reversed. I feel like we're going through a time right now where we're learning lessons, big lessons. And these lessons are creating balance. But I also see that we need to be supporting each other. Okay, that's a big thing right now. We have the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming up with the king and queen here. It is important that we support each other. So if one person is down, we need to help pick other people up. Okay. We have the divine masculine being upright, the divine feminine being reversed, which can mean like the masculine has to step up and really support the feminine. But I don't like saying that because people automatically throw male and female into genders, and that's not exactly what the cards are talking about. I know lots of feminine women who have very masculine energy, and I know lots of masculine men who have very feminine energy to them, okay? So just because I'm saying male and female does not mean anatomy, okay? It doesn't mean that you are necessarily a male or female. You can be a female and identify as a male. So these are just, I don't want to say prototypes, but that's the word my guides are giving me, okay? They're just general descriptions, but the overall message is we are in a point of learning, okay? And we are learning how to pull each other up and how to hold each other up in order to create balance. People who are up in the upper end need to come down and help support people who are struggling right now, and help so we can help lift each other up. Does that make sense? We really, really need to be supporting each other right now instead of, trying to stomp each other down. Okay, guys, so if you want a free reading, all you have to do is comment your name. If I'm pulled to you, it means that I have a message for you. If I am not, that is okay. I just may not have a message for you tonight. Everybody's going through different things in their lives right now, and some people need the inspiration, they need the messages, other people do not. If you guys really want a reading, there's a link to donate. Okay. Hello, Robert. How are you? Stella. Here. That'll fix my ear. Okay, guys, so let's see. Whoa, Stella. In my hair. Oh my goodness. Stella. Okay. Stella, you got to stop some overthinking, okay? You're going to burn yourself out, my dear, trying to control everything. I feel like there's some obsessive kind of controlling ways of thinking, and this need and desire to control everything. You need to stop doing that, okay? So we have the King of Swords coming out reversed, which is the rational man. We also have Murder, which is the Ten of Swords coming out, and that is upright. And this is pretty much telling me that you are trying to control things that you don't necessarily, that are beyond your control, okay? So when the King of Swords is reversed, this is like thoughts and mentalities and opinions. Possibly, I feel like there's more of people's thoughts. Like, it's like you want to try, it's not that you want to control people, but you know, you want to be approved by people, and you kind of try to control situations that are outside of your control. My dear, the Murder card is coming up. This is literally going to drain you dry. It's going to burn you out, okay? Not necessarily murder you, but you know, it's gonna take its toll on you. You need to stop doing this, okay? Let things that are out of your control stay. Don't try not to stress about things that are out of your control. I'm also hearing to tell you that people's thoughts and opinions are out of your control. People are going to think and say what they want to say and think. The best you can do is let them say and think whatever the hell they're going to say and think. Because realistically, if people are going to start gossiping about you, which I feel like some of this might be related to you, people are going to believe what they want to believe, right? The people who know you and know otherwise, or know the situation, or whatever the case may be, they're going to know different. And if people are going to believe what these people are going to believe, these aren't people you want around you or associating with you to begin with. Make sense? Stop trying to control things you cannot control. You're just going to wear yourself down. Okay, guys, so if you have specific questions or specific things that you want me to look into, please leave a donation. The link is in the pinned comments. Okay, I'm not doing specific readings for free. But I do see, ooh, I don't want to burn anything. I feel like I'm gonna. That's awesome, Robert. Perfect. Awesome, awesome. You're welcome, Stella. My camera's slipping down. It's always good when you can get around people who make you smile. I just had a friend reconnect with me. We haven't talked in, oh my God, at least 5 years, at least. Um, he doesn't live in the same country, so we kind of lost contact for a while, and he popped back up, found me. He found me. He was like, so we've been talking, and yeah, I agree. It's always good when you can find somebody who can make you smile. It makes your days better. Uh, I don't even know where I was going with things, but that's okay. Okay. Stella, I'm just gonna star you so that I know I read for you. I don't double read anybody. Mickey, I'm good. How are you? Oh, why are you scared, Robert? Don't be scared. So keep your guard up. There's nothing wrong with keeping your guard up a little bit. Make people earn your trust, right? I mean, I've had those points where, you know, I've kind of dove in first head first with things, and I'm going to say it's okay to be cautious. It's okay to keep your guard up. The people who are worth it aren't going to mind working for it. I don't know. I can say that from experience because I have made my friends work. I mean, work. Jesse can attest to this. Like, although I don't think I made Jesse work that bad. It wasn't too bad. Aw. Well, you know, that's a good thing, though. Thanks for the verification, Jesse. I don't make you work that bad. The people, though, that are, like I said, the people that are really good and meant to be in your life won't mind working to earn your trust. They just want to. Okay. I feel like I'm putting people on the spot tonight. I need to scoot in a bit. Like, I got short arms and like, reaching to my desk. Short people problems. Okay. So, who are we doing here? Who are we doing? I know. Yeah, I agree, Robert. I agree. Sometimes too, you have things that come up from other. So I can only like speak from my own experiences, right? Because that's the only knowledge I have. But I know for me, I'm the same way. Like, you know, I've been in those moments where I've been really, really, really attention starved. And then somebody jumps in and they bring all these emotions out of me, and I'm like, oh my God, right? And there was one guy that I connected with, whom I met in person. And the moment I left, it was the weirdest thing because I hadn't even really known him that long. But the moment I left, it was like we'd known each other forever, and I just wanted to be back. Like, I cried almost leaving. And it was so weird because I've never had that kind of attachment to anybody. So I pulled back because it was for that exact reason, the same reason as you. Like, you know, all these emotions come out, and I'm like, what the HE double hockey sticks, right? And I'm like, so I pulled back and I looked into it, and that's what I would suggest you do, is because I ended up finding out that the emotional attachment I had to him was from a past life. We had been together, known each other in a past life, and been together. And that is why I had such an intense emotional connection to him. And it was like our energies were just remembering each other. So sometimes, yeah, yeah. So sometimes you need to take a step back and kind of evaluate things and slow down. I don't blame you. I would too. Because the thing I found is like, even though we had that intense connection and in this life, we just weren't compatible. Like, at all. We were good. We were okay as friends, but dating wise, no. He was too different. We wanted two totally different things. Well, I wanted totally different things. I think I was more clear about what I wanted than he was, but so yeah, just take your time. It's okay. How do you guys get readings? You can make a donation if you want a guaranteed reading. Where did I put my water? If you want a guaranteed reading or you have a question, you can make a donation. If I'm pulled to you, if you comment your name and I am pulled to you, I will do a free reading for you. I'm running out of space. I'm going to share a tip with you guys since I'm witchy and I can. Colored glasses. If you guys find that you're losing energy or you need to take in a specific type of energy, red is really good for passion and lust and motivation, drive, willpower, fight, energy. Pour some water into a colored cup and drink it. But make sure the color corresponds with what type of energy you're needing. So red is usually willpower, it's fiery, it's passionate, lustful, it's that warrior kind of energy as well. You have orange, which has to do with very sexualized energy, creative energy. Yellow is very intellectual energy. It also has to do with yellow, also has to do with physical energy. Green is the heart chakra, so emotional stuff. Communication is blue. I'm drinking out of yellow because I needed energy today. See? Yeah. It was just something that popped in my mind because I was like, I don't have any energy. Well, I did have energy today, but the last few days I have had none. Like, I wanted to go back to sleep and never get up out of bed, kind of none. Why am I looking at the bottom of the deck? I don't know. Page of Cups, guys, pay attention to dreams, particularly. Because dreams are, I feel like, going to be very powerful and potent right now. We're in Leo season. So things are shining really bright and bringing a lot of there's a lot of clarity coming with things. There's a lot of light being shone on things right now. I don't think we've moved into Virgo season yet. Don't think we have. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure we're still in Leo season because, yeah, we gotta be because Lanasa, Lamas, whichever one you want to go by, is tomorrow. Shootoshmak. I forgot all about that. God. Okay. Well. Jesse, I don't know. Rob. Yeah, I know. Karen, thank you for sharing. Okay, Rob, I'm going to pull some cards for you because I don't know what they want to tell you, but they want to tell you something. And then, Jesse, I'm getting stuff for you as well. So let me see. What is the message? You're going to give me a... It's like the cards jump out and then they jump back in. It's funny about how you were saying you don't want to jump too deep into anything or head first. And your cards are leaping out and then they're like, no, we're going to throw back in there. There we go. There we go. There's the card. Okay. Ow. Okay, so your difficult situation, I feel like, is coming to an end. But like you said, I'm getting to be cautious because the Five of Pentacles came up, which in this deck is starvation. Again, guys, this is a past life deck, so please bear with me. But I feel like the words on the cards have connections to even the present day. So, yeah, just be careful because you have been deprived of so many things, like you said, of not jumping in too quickly. Take things slow and steady. This is a pentacle card, right? Pentacles are earth. The earth element moves very, very, very slowly. You don't see a tree grow overnight, right? It grows very slowly. So just be cautious of things. Don't jump headfirst into things. Go slow and steady. But I do feel like things are going to get better. But yeah, keep mindful of exactly what you said, that, you kind of been deprived of a lot of things, and to not get don't get caught up in things. Try to stay as grounded as possible. They're pulling out this Queen of Wands card on the bottom. So it just means that this could be the woman that you are interested in, is very fiery, passionate, and like I said, kind of will pull out. Wands have this energy of igniting everything, right? So sometimes when we get people with fire energy connected to them, they can pull out and ignite things within us that we never knew we had. And that's, like you said, very easy to get caught up in. So I think you're on the right track, and I think they just wanted to verify that you were on the right track because I'm giving you nothing you didn't already know. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what I'm doing. You wear your heart on your sleeve, yeah. I get it. Just be cautious. That's all. Slow and steady. I think too, the Pentacles talks about too allowing things to develop very organically and to grow, right? Sometimes we get caught up in emotions, and we get caught up in water is also known for dreams, right? We get caught up in those ideals that we have in our head, and those hopes and wishes and dreams, and we don't always, rose-colored glasses, like you said, we don't always see things for what they are sometimes, especially when our emotions come into play. So just let things develop organically. It would be my suggestion, and approach things slowly. Rob, if I had your birth chart, I could probably tell you why you're drawn to cancers. So because I can look at where they fall in your chart and tell you exactly what role they play in your life. And I know that sounds weird, but I'm telling you it works. I have done this for myself, so I can guarantee it works, because I have the same issue with Aquariuses. They are drawn to me like magnets. My husband's an Aquarius. 3/4 of my friends are Aquarius. And there's like this huge magnet to them, me, and I've always kind of drawn in cancers, and I've always kind of, but they're in my fifth house. Aquarius sits in my fifth house, which in astrology has to do with dating, romances, but fun, like those fun, fiery, passionate kind of romances, not contract romances. That's a whole other thing. Marriage and stuff. Long-term committed. I can't say long-term committed because me and my husband have been together like 10 years. So, but I feel like the key to any fifth house romance is to keep it fun and creative. But yeah, I can definitely message you about that after the live, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Jessie, where are you? Right here. Jessie. Jessie. Oh, perfect. Thank you for the donation, Jessie. Perfect. Jessie, do you have anything you want me to look into? You donated. Let me know. Or do you just want me to pull cards for you? Anything. Perfect. Do you have any specific question? Or topic? Sometimes it's not questions. It's like, I just want to know. Green. What is green? Okay. So specify green related, because I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm not going to be able to put this into context unless I know what you mean by green related. The smokable green or the money green? Okay, you don't have any specific questions. Smokable. I feel like, let's see, relationship. Okay, perfect. I can do relationships for you. That works for me. Let's see what's just going on. Relationships. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of conflict in the relationships. Oh, yeah, that one didn't want to open. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of cards, though. Can you, like, summarize that up a little bit? A few less cards here. I know you can do it. Like 3 or 4 cards. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. What's on the bottom of this deck? The moon. The moon. Okay. So we have the moon coming up. South America. South America. We also have violence, which is the 5 of Swords, but that came up reversed. We have the Lovers card, which is literally the Lovers, reversed. We have the Plague, which is the Tower. The Tower card. Okay. not the greatest card to have in things, but we're gonna say we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, which is old age, and we also have Before Christ, which is the High Priestess reversed. And then we have the Moon card on the bottom. When it comes to relationships, follow your intuition. And I know you have really good intuition. Follow the guidance given to you, okay? Also, don't fight for relationships with people. You don't fight for relationships. And in terms of, okay, so let me clarify what I mean by don't fight for relationships, because I feel like don't fight for people who don't want to be with you. Okay? So we have the Five of Swords coming up reversed, which means stop fighting. Stop fighting, okay? We have the Lovers card reversed, again telling me stop fighting for people who aren't going to fight for you, okay? Especially in relationships. If your partners are not willing to fight for you in your relationship, then you are better off just letting them go, okay? Do not fight for people or a relationship that is not worth fighting for, that they're not going to fight back, okay? And you're not the first friend, actually. I have said this to you this week. I feel like this is a theme because I just said this to another one of my friends this week as well, because he was in a similar situation, and I told him, like, you know, make sure that whether this be friendships, you know, relationships don't have to be romantic. They can be friendships, they can be family relationships, they can be even co-working relationships, right? They don't always have to be romantic. Any relationship you are in, do not fight for people who are not willing to fight for you, okay? Because if they're willing to up and walk away, then obviously they don't care about you to begin with. Because if they did, if there was any type of love or any type of love there for you at all in any capacity, they wouldn't just up and walk away. That's what I'm getting. Okay? You hold on to people who don't want to be with you. Stop doing that. Stop fighting for people who aren't going to fight for you. Okay? I feel like you hold on to relationships till they literally crumble, until you have no choice but to let them go. And that's not a good thing. Not. The Three of Pentacles, again, talks about finding people. You need to find people who are going to want to work with you. Okay? People who are going to want to work with you. Relationships are work. They are work. They are a lot of work. It takes communication. It takes being able to talk, being able to negotiate things, being able to communicate. It takes, you know, it takes all sorts of things to make a relationship work. They are a lot of work. And if people aren't as invested in it as you are and it's all one-sided, it's just not worth it. It's not. So stop holding on to it until it crumbles. Follow your intuition. Okay? Follow your intuition. Because I feel like the High Priestess card coming up reversed as well is saying, like, you get these intuitive hits, and then you're like, they're like, nope, this is a bad idea, and that sinks in, right? And then you're like, well, I'm just gonna, you just kind of ignore it. And yeah, and then shit hits the roof, right? So follow your intuition. Don't ignore it, okay? It's there for a reason. And also beware of people with secrets. Beware of people with secrets, okay? We all have secrets to a capacity. I'm gonna say that. But you know, the typical red flags kind of secrets, right? Um, you know, just be careful. But I feel like the moon is also tapping into your intuition, right? The High Priestess and the Moon card both have to do with intuition, and one's upright, one's reversed. So it's like you need to start following and trusting your intuition a little bit more when it comes to your relationships in terms of when to let them go. Because, yeah, it's a lot of partners that haven't wanted to work with you, and it's just been, and you've held on, which I get because I was the same way. I'm not anymore, but I was the same way. um, so that's what I'm getting. Is that helpful at all? Yeah, yeah. And find people, look for a partner that's willing to work with you. Okay. That again, it's a team. It's a team effort. People who really want to be with you will find a way. Me and a friend were talking about that today, that, if people really want something, they will find a way to make it work. Um, whether that be friendships, like I said, or family relationships, or any relationship in your life, just don't be afraid to let it go if people aren't willing to put in the same amount of work that you are, right? Or if you feel like they just don't care. Don't let your personal goals go. You just got to find somebody who matches up with your personal goals. Vet, okay, I'm going to use this term for lack of better term, vet people. I know that sounds really bad, but vet people. Get to know people and find out if they want the same things you do. And another thing that I'm always telling people is actions speak a lot louder than words. And energy speaks a lot louder than words. And I know you can read energy very well. So use that ability as well, right? If people can talk a whole lot of shit and say a whole lot of stuff, and I'm going to be honest, they can. But, you will know if they're genuine or not, their energy behind it. Okay, people have, I don't know how many people have told me really nice, amazing things, and their energy behind it was shit. And I was like, no, no. Even my family, they're like all nice to my face and loving dovey, and it's all fake ass energy. Like, and so I'm not close to most of my family, right? Because they're fake. They don't give a shit about me. And I know that because I can read it through their actions. I can read it through their energy. So I let them go. Yeah. Energy. Energy never lies, dude. Hello, Miley. Rosemary. Okay. Who did I seen you donate? Just give me a second. Perfect, perfect. Did you have Rosemary, do you have a question? I don't know why it's just coming up Facebook user. I can see your name on my phone, but for some reason when it's coming through the software, it doesn't show up. It's weird. Okay. So guys, beware, I'm a very straightforward reader. I won't sugarcoat things. But I know you all know this. So most of you who have watched me before know that I don't sugarcoat things. Okay. So Rosemary, Rosemary, Rosemary. What does he think about you? What does Brock? What's Brock? Whoa. Now, I'm going to give... That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so here's a disclaimer that my guides want me to give you before I even jump into this reading, Rosemary, is that his thoughts, what I am reading are his thoughts currently, okay? Because you are asked what he thinks of you, and that doesn't mean that that's going to be what he thinks of you 2 days from now, even an hour from now, okay? Because I feel like our thoughts are very much based on our moods, and our moods change, you know, or people do something to trigger us, and our thoughts about people change. So I'm going to give that disclaimer that, you know, when I'm reading his thoughts right now, those are his thoughts of present moments. So please do not try to put too much emphasis on this if you are using it to make a decision of some sort, because again, thoughts are constantly changing. I love my husband to death, but there are days that I cuss him out. I'll be honest. There's days where we argue, and I've even told him, like, I really dislike you right now. I love you, but I really dislike you right now. Okay. And if he put emphasis on some of the words that came out of my mouth in the heat of the moment when I was like really frustrated and upset, not even anything to do with him some days, that I just blurt out, I would be in so much trouble. We probably wouldn't even be together. So I'm going to say that. We don't have a toxic relationship, I swear. We're just very, very two opinionated people. And it doesn't happen very often anymore because we've gotten better with it. But so in terms of what he thinks of you, I'm going to give you the cards. So we have the Judgment card reversed coming up. We have the Charity card reversed, which is the Six of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups reversed. We have the Brother card coming up, which is the Page of Swords. We have the World card reversed. We have the Hierophant. We have the Fate card, which is the Wheel of Fortune card coming up. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. So in terms of what he thinks of you right this instant and the energy I'm picking up on, he's not sure. I feel like he may think you're a little bit immature. With the Page of Swords coming up, and the Judgment card. So the Judgment card reversed shows me that he may not... I got that he doesn't really know what to think right now in terms of how he feels about you and where things are going, if that makes sense. Because there doesn't seem to be an equal exchange. And this is what he's thinking, because I'm tapping, you asked about what he thinks, right? The Six of Pentacles coming up tells me, so the Judgment card reverse tells me that there may not be a very high regard right now because of the fact the Six of Pentacles is that equal give and take. When it's reversed, there isn't an equal give and take. There's not a balance of things. There's not an equality. It's one person doing all the work and the other person kind of doing nothing, right? And then the King of Cups is coming up reversed as well, which can be like insensitivity. You know, not necessarily feeling heard or validated, or I feel like this is more around feeling heard and validated, because the next card that comes up is the Page of Swords, which has to do with communication. And having your emotions kind of validated, right? The Page of Swords is a very immature energy. So I feel like he thinks that you could be immature, or a little bit immature, or be acting immature right now, or childlike. Um, which makes it hard for him to see anything long term with you, because the world's reversed. It's like it's almost, I hate to say, okay, the word coming through is dispensable. Um, and I feel like it's just dispensable in the sense that he may not want to be with somebody who he feels doesn't have a firm knowledge and grip on things, or who is acting immature. Because this Hierophant card, they're pulling me to the picture instead of even what the card means. And the way that this is portrayed, this person looks kind of really annoyed by this whatever. I'm gonna say it's a child or cherub or something. But you know, and I feel like that's what he's kind of feeling right now. Like the over his shoulder kind of annoyance. Like he kind of sees you as being a little bit immature and maybe a bit of an annoyance. But he does feel like that can change. So this is changeable in his opinion. But he's kind of back and forth as to what to continue to do, because he's not sure if investing into things is going to be worth it. I'll be honest. The Seven of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, and that's reversed. And typically that means putting in a lot of work and not seeing any type of payback. So, I feel like this is very frustrating for him too, because I'm also being pulled to the imagery on the wheel card as well, and it's kind of this energy of begging for attention. And I feel like that's kind of too maybe where this childlike energy is coming from, like, you know, pay attention to me. Which, you know, some people don't take very well. Some people kind of need their space. Okay, but you're saying you tried all the time, which I can completely understand. But okay, so here's where people get confused, and I'm going to clarify this, because you asked what he thought of you. Whether that is a correct assumption or not, it's a whole other story. I'm reading the cards telling you what is going through his mind at the moment. Okay? Now, whether that's accurate doesn't really matter, because that's what's going through his mind. Like, I could, you know, be in a situation where with my husband, where he sees it one way and I see it a completely different way. But that's in his mind, that's, that's the way it is because that's the way he sees it. So, understand that that might not be the way it is, but that's the way he's seeing it. Okay. I want to pull some cards to see maybe how to improve this situation, because I feel like what can she do? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Wands reversed. Okay. So here's what I'm getting. Well, Sorry, guys. That is not what I expected. And excuse my hand. I'm trying to adjust this. Okay. So hopefully, I apologize about that. My phone died on me. I had it plugged in, but apparently the charger was not charging it. So we're going to try this again. So I had to switch phones. I apologize. But anyways, yes. Where were we? Oh my goodness. Okay. But what you can do is be straightforward with him, okay? So what I was getting as far as what you can do to work with the situation and improve the situation a little bit, we got the Ace of Swords with the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands reversed. Which I feel like is saying to say things once, you know, and don't harp on things with him. Don't repeat things. Don't, you know, feed into the energy of, because what's coming through is the more you sit and argue with him, the more childish it comes off, right? The more you sit there and harp on things and go over things and over things and over things, the more frustrated he gets, the more frustrated you get, the more childish you've seen. Whereas if you just say things once, straightforward, and leave it at that, give him time to process it, and then come back and readdress it, then there's really nothing that can be said. He can't say you're being immature, because how are you being immature about things, right? You've said what you needed to say. You've left it at that. You've given him time to process it. I feel like the Two of Wands reversed is like you just need to open it up a bit and give him time to take your opinion and your words in, right? But when you just come at people, because with the Page of Wands coming up as well, it's like that the Page of Wands energy can be very, and the Page of Swords energy can be very, very aggressive and straight at people. And sometimes, you know, can go over and over and over. And the Wheel card the Wheel card coming up too is cycles and spinning around and things, right? Things just going around and around and around and around and around and around, right? So instead of, like I said, repeating yourself, just say it once. Say what you need to say and walk away from it. Let him process it, and then maybe come back if he's willing to come back and readdress it. If not, then, I mean, then he's being the childish one at that point, and I would say go find somebody else, because obviously that's not somebody who wants to work on things. Does that make sense? Perfect. You're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you for donating. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh my goodness. I have. So guys, when I say these people are spam, this is what I mean. And you can see, like, literally they just go down the list and it's the same message to everybody. Okay, these people are just catfishing. There's another one. Same person. There's another one. Like literally, they're just going down the list, guys. So please don't pay any attention to them. I block them as much as I can. So if you guys want a free reading, please drop your name. I lost all the comments when I lost the live. So drop your name. If I'm pulled to you, I will do a reading. If you guys want a guaranteed reading, there is a link to donate in the pinned comment below. There is no minimum amount for donations. It's whatever you can afford. There's an option to pay with PayPal as well as debit or credit card. Julian, it's very, very annoying. I tend to block them as soon as I see them, but sometimes I forget to turn the commenting off. So yes, if you guys are wondering why after my lives I turn the commenting off, it's to avoid that, because they cannot reply to any, they can't comment at all on the live after I get off. Because I don't want you guys to have to deal with that, let alone me like blocking people 2-3 days after the live who are still trying to like catfish people. It's annoying. It is annoying. Okay. If you guys donate, please let me know you donated, seeing as I am on the phone that my emails normally come through. So I've got no way of checking my PayPal at the moment. So please let me know that you, well, I do have a way of checking it, but I just need to know you donated. They're so annoying. Okay. But I don't want to harp on crazy people. I just want to inform you guys that, you know, because you're going to see it here, but you also will see it on other pages. You'll see it in groups. So I feel like the more I can inform people that, you know, these people are everywhere and this is kind of what to look out for, you guys know if you come across them elsewhere as well. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Where'd my pendulum go? There it is. Guys, I don't need your first and last names, just first names are good. It just kind of helps me connect to you, and also it keeps the feed going. Why do I feel like sorry, that's my eyes itchy. Hello, Billy Joe. No, no need to be sorry, guys. I was just letting you know I don't need your last names. Don't apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. I just wanted you guys to know. I just need your first names. Just kind of a way to keep the algorithms going too, so I get seen. Because a lot of times Facebook shows things based upon activity. So the more likes and shares and comments and stuff like that I have, the more it gets shown out in Facebook worlds. So it kicks the algorithms into gear. You gotta make it work for you, right? I see somebody saying they were new. Hello, Moni. I'm like, wait, I see new people. Okay. Hello, Billy Joe. Okay, guys. So let me see. Okay. Bonnie. Let's see. What's the message you have for her? I know there's a message there. Okay. What do we got here? The Four of Wands reversed. Oh God, there's a scab in there, and I just totally tore it off. Great. Don't pick at old wounds. I feel like this is saying to stop playing it safe, okay? We can't always play things safe and stay within our comfort zone. I think it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone in terms of moving forward with things, okay? It's time for you to cross the line. I feel like you are somebody who likes to play things safe. And when you get comfortable, you don't really like to move ahead. And you don't like to challenge yourself. And you don't like, you're like, no, I'm good where I'm at. Like, why do I need to change anything up? Why do I need to push ahead? Why do I need to challenge myself? Or, you know, I'm good where I'm at. You need to break out of your comfort zone. You need to break out of your comfort zone, okay? You're never going to grow. You're never going to develop. You're never going to move forward if you don't. gonna take courage to cross that line, my dear, but do it. Okay? So whatever is holding you back from moving forward with things, or, you know, I feel like a lot of this is just because you're comfortable where you are. Know that you're going to be pushed. If you don't willingly take that leap forward, you will be pushed forward, okay? Because that's what happens in life. We need to grow, we need to evolve, we need to develop. And when we hit those stagnant parts, something always happens to push us forward. So be prepared for that if you don't willingly make that step forward yourself, okay? There are new things out there underneath of it, but you're never going to find them staying behind that line, so to speak. Sorry, guys, my guides are. Okay, guys, so I'm going to pull some cards for the collective. I know that's going to sound really weird, but they keep saying there's a message for people that they want to get through. So let's see what's coming for everyone. 9 of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. 4 of Wands. 6 of Swords reversed. Individualization and separation is what will sink us all. It's going to sink us, okay? And I know that's kind of a harsh. The Lover's card reversed is on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the message that's coming through. We have the 9 of Swords coming up. We have the Ace of Wands coming up. We have the 4 of Wands coming up. And we have the 6 of Swords reversed, which is the Drowning card, and that's where. And then we have the Lover's card, which is quite literally the Lover's card, and that's reversed as well, guys. So my guides want you to know that right now there's a push to be individual, but to also remember that we are part of a whole, okay? There are a lot of things happening right now to separate and pull us apart from each other, because when we are separated and disconnected, we are not as powerful. There is a lot of power within groups, okay? There's lots of power when we come together. If you guys have ever seen examples of this, you guys have ever, for Christians out there or people watching maybe Christian or follow that faith, churches, mosques, if you've ever been to a place of worship, okay, no matter what faith you follow, have you ever been to a place of worship where there are thousands or hundreds or, 40, 50 fucking people together worshiping The energy in that place is so much stronger than we could ever have individually. One person, yeah, we have energy, we have, but it's not enough to do what 50 people can do or 100 people can do. Okay? And that's what we need to realize, that we are stronger together. There's a lot of things right now that are emphasizing individuality. Oh, look, you're this and you're that, and you fall into this category and you fall into this category. Don't fall for it, okay? There is this energy of individuality coming up, but the Four of Wands is in behind it, saying this is really underneath it. It's about community. The individuality will be what sinks us. The individuality, what is going to keep us stuck in these rough waters and these rough times that we're in right now. And the only way to move out of this is to unite. The Lover's card is literally about relationships, about uniting with people, connecting with people. Okay? They really, I don't know why they want to emphasize that so much. I feel like they've emphasized that twice today, that we really need to be supporting and uniting with each other. I feel like a broken record, but I feel like people apparently need to hear it because they keep yelling to pull cards. Separated we fall. Separated we fall. There's the Tower card right in behind to the Lover's card reversed. If we don't stand together, we crumble. Okay. Heavy messages. Okay, and I'm getting a headache now. I'm okay, Jonathan. Go ahead. I'll be fine. The team I work with is very they like to push me to do a lot of collective stuff, and I think it's because we're kind of sitting in this collective energy right now. It's not really an individualized energy, even though a lot of people think it is. But the individual energies have passed. We've had, well, not past. I mean, they'll circle back around, but we're not in that phase of personalized energy at the moment. Okay. Does anybody have... Sorry. Yeah. You channel as well. Cool. That's awesome. I know a lot of readers, but I don't know a lot of... I haven't come across a lot of people who channel and read. Usually they're just like straight readers. So that's cool. It kind of puts a whole other dynamic on things when you're channeling as you're reading. Yeah, it does. It does. The only thing I don't like about it is sometimes I feel like I said, I'm a broken record. Because they're like, they just keep coming through. When I pull the cards, it's like the same message, different cards, the same message, different cards. And I'm like, I feel like a broken record. Like, I don't want to keep repeating myself. The candle's gonna go out in a minute, too. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. Okay, let me go through and start. Julianne, just give me a second here. I can't start everybody because that's right. I got logged off. Okay. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Where are you, dear? Are you still here, Julian? Where'd you go, my dear? There you are. You still here? Let me know. I feel like you are, but I want to make sure. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. You are here. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards. Let's see. Like this. Whoa. Yeah. Flying out. Okay. Full card. Okay, so we have the Fool card coming up. Sorry, gonna block people. We have the Fool card coming up with the King of Swords, which is the rational man. What I'm getting for this is don't let your rational mind talk you out of doing things that you know you're meant to be doing. Okay, so the Fool card is very much the Fool in a lot of ways. I feel like you're cautious, but you're overcautious. Okay, it's like you know you're supposed to be doing something, and you know, right? But then your logical mind steps in and is like, no, that's a bad idea. No, you shouldn't do this because this is dangerous, or this isn't a good idea, or this or that. And there's always some reason not to do things, right? And I feel like you're being led to where you're going for reasons, but then you get there and you're like, I don't know if I should be doing this, and you always manage to talk yourself out of things. Stop. Our minds can be a great tool, but they can be a great hindrance in a lot of ways as well. Okay? They want you to start taking more leaps of faith and stop letting your mind get in the way. I keep hearing heart, and I'm literally feeling like this heart space, and this means trust to me. Okay, so when I can feel the heart space open up, and I can hear them saying, like, you just need to have faith, you need to trust that you are being led and being led to where you need to be, and don't allow your rational mind to talk you out of things. I mean, obviously, if they're like extremely dangerous things, maybe. But I mean, sometimes even, extremely dangerous things. I mean, lots of people skydive, they could plunge to their death. Lots of people do things for purposes and reasons, right? That can be very highly dangerous, but they're also trained. So don't do anything stupid, but also don't be scared to take that leap of faith and follow your heart with things, even if it doesn't always make sense. Don't let your brain talk you out of things. So that makes sense. I'm also hearing to balance your masculine and your feminine. Okay, so sometimes when we get stuck up in our heads, it's because we have an overabundance of a masculine energy and our feminine energy is out of balance. Because our feminine energy is also the energy that is intuitive, that is feeling based, that is heart space based, right? And the the masculine energy is fire and air. It's a very kind of active and intellectual, and and sometimes I feel like you have an imbalance right now. So once you start following your intuition a little bit more, I think you're going to feel more balanced as well, because you won't be up in your head so much. You're very welcome. Hopefully that was helpful. Jonathan. You can relate. It's really kind of hard to get out of our heads sometimes. I know when I first started, that was a big challenge for me when I first started reading tarot, because I have a personality that deep dives into everything. Like I don't do nothing like halfway. So when I started reading tarot, I wanted to learn all, like, every tiny aspect of tarot I could. I wanted to learn about the astrology. I wanted to learn about the numerology. I wanted to learn the basic meanings of the cards. I wanted to learn about the suits. I wanted to learn about the elements. Mind you, I already knew about the elements from being pagan beforehand, and I knew about the astrology from studying astrology before I got into tarot, but I wanted to know all the different aspects of tarot. And then I found it confused me when I was reading because my brain, my logical brain, wanted to pull in every little detail of every little card. And when you're reading, not every little detail manifests or connects to, what is being read for. So I had to learn to shut my logical brain off and step out of my way in order to connect to my intuition. And that's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. But I found when I could step out of that way, I got a lot better at reading because my guides were pulling in and they were using the information that was already stored in my brain that I'd studied to pull into their readings as well. So now when I do readings, like, I can pull in astrology, I can pull in different things that are already stored in my head because my guides and my intuition kind of pulls all that in. And I can talk, see, pulls all pulls all that information in, and it brings that much more depth to you. But you have to kind of step out of your own way. I haven't dug too deep into Hermetic laws, Jonathan. That's something I haven't studied too. Like, I'm familiar with the concepts of them, and I glanced over some of them, but I haven't really deep dived into them yet. Yet. I'm gonna pull some cards for you. So that's interesting. Yeah. See, I don't know. I've always been able to. I lost my thoughts. Yeah, it was gone. I'm gonna pull some cards for you. That's what I'm gonna do because like, they're like, shut up and pull cards. My words. They didn't tell me to shut up. They're more like, focus, get back on track. So we're gonna pull cards. We're gonna pull some cards. What do we got coming up? Coming up. Message. Wow. Okay. Why do I feel some of these cards? Okay. I'm going to show you the cards. A lot of times, sometimes when nothing, and then I start talking and everything floods through. So we're going to show you the cards. We have the Four of Cups reversed. We have the Moon card. We have the Temperance card reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the World card reversed. The Judgment card reversed. And the Nine of Pentacles. That's on the bottom. Three of Pentacles reversed. So, I heard an old soul. So first things first, you obviously are not a very new soul because they were telling me you're not a new soul. And that old souls tend to do things alone, because when I pulled that, oh, that's funny. I never even noticed that. I say old soul and then there's old age on this card. That's funny. Anyways, so being an old soul too, I know this for a fact that we tend to not do things with other people very well. We tend to take a lot of crap on ourselves and tend to do things ourselves. And we tend to be highly very independent. We've been on this merry-go-round more than once, right? We know how the game's played. But getting a collaboration, even though you tend to do things on your own, it would not hurt to collaborate with people once in a while. And to get together with people once in a while to collaborate. They keep saying collaboration, so I'm gonna use that word. I feel like all of these cards are mixed up, and I don't know why. Wait a minute. So, sure, we could do that. You're ancient. Yes, I got that. You were definitely not a new soul, and you're definitely somebody who does a lot of work on his own. I do see you, yeah. It's interesting because it's almost like you prefer to work alone, which I totally understand. And it's funny because I find it funny because I'm the same way. And I laugh at my guides all the time because they tell me the same thing, that, you know, we should be collaborating with people and getting together with people. And I'm like, but I don't want to. And I feel like, especially with this Nine of Pentacles, that's when it's screaming. It's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm good on my own. I don't, why? Like, why? I don't really want to do this. It's interesting with the Four of Cups and the Moon card, because I feel like you see things that most people don't. And you're able to delve deep into things deeper than most people do. But I don't feel like you're imbalanced either. Like, you have a very good mix of things. But I think a lot of people find you confusing. Because even I'm picking up on this energy, like, and I don't think that this is this is kind of the way other people perceive your energy. I feel like it's like very like they don't know what to think of it. They don't. um, which is interesting to me. Sorry, I'm blabbering on, aren't I? Okay. I feel like I tend to want to rationalize these cards too, and I don't really want to do that because I don't know why I'm doing that. You get a lot of people that just energy that's coming through is like people approach you, but they don't necessarily understand you. It's like they, they're, I keep seeing this like blankness, and I was trying to figure out what it means, right? Because, but I feel like this is like what people see, like when they approach you. But I feel like you have a lot of knowledge to offer, but there's a lot of people that would never, I don't want to say never understand. People haven't gotten to that point where they're ready to understand the knowledge you have to offer, if that makes sense. So a lot of it is not said. But with the fate card coming up, I mean, I think that's going to change, and people are slowly coming around to being open to hearing the information. A lot of old souls have a lot of information, and the problem is, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is with old souls, when we can tap into things like I believe you can, we get information that isn't researchable. And that's why I feel like that's why that they're saying that's why they're trying to show me the blank book, because you can't find this information. If people were to talk to you into the information you give, some of it, now not all of it, but some of it is information that cannot be found probably in books because it's such old information, right? And a lot of times back in ancient times, this information wasn't written down. Extremely sacred information wasn't written down. It was passed down word of mouth. And I'm finding that too. Like, so people don't quite know what was like, where were you going with that? Oh, yeah, you. They want you to hold on to that information and give it when the time is right. But I feel like right now people just aren't kind of ready. Other than that, I'm not getting a whole lot other than like start collaborating with people, working with people. Because I think we all need to kind of come together in that sense, especially older souls who have the knowledge. And I'm really bad for that too. I know a lot of old souls who kind of keep to themselves. We're really bad for that. But we have a lot of knowledge that I feel like too, we can feed off of each other. And they're like, if you all got together and talked about the knowledge that you all shared, like the amount of expansion that old souls would have, when a lot of times we feel stuck too, because we're like, where do we get any of the information other than from, you know, the higher realms of things when we're meditating and pulling information in from like past lives and information we've learned and that kind of thing. There really is no informational source for us. And I think that's why they're trying to pull them all together, and they're saying like you can expand from connection with other older souls. I feel like yeah, exactly. It was, yes, it was very much passed down word to mouth. Like it wasn't written down. It wasn't knowledge that was written down. And I've even had that issue too with things that have come through in my meditations and stuff where they're like, look at this and look at this. And I'm like, and I pull it up and I'm trying to do research to understand what the hell I'm looking at. And there's nothing. Like, nothing. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do with this information? Like, what am I supposed to be looking at here? And then there's things I've channeled too that like I've given to people, and they're like, it's really hard to communicate with people sometimes because when I give them information, they're like, okay, so where can I research this? And I'm like, you can't. So, like, you're just gonna have to use this and find out for yourself because good luck researching it. I mean, or they're like, well, where did you get the information from? So yeah. Let me see if I can pull anything else out. The Temperance card reversed, I feel like that's the integration of knowledge, right? That you can gain knowledge from other older souls and talking to them, but I don't think that like you're not open to that. I think it's just sometimes hard to find people that you can connect with on that kind of level and have conversations with. I keep saying puzzle pieces, like they're like, if y'all just got together, you'd be able to fit all the pieces together. Um, yeah. The problem with sharing the information is when people are ready. Sometimes people just aren't ready. Um, yeah. You've had a lot of lives studying this stuff too. Like that's coming through pardon me, very clearly too, that you've had a lot of lifetime studying this stuff. A lot. Judgment card, world card. It's interesting because there's normally I get I get a fair amount of information. I feel like not. Other than, just collaborate. Um, yeah. I'm not really getting much more, like, other than your very old soul. I don't know. And out goes my candle. It's hanging in there. Ancient. Yeah, it's never. There aren't a lot of ancient souls on this earth. But yes, if you want to collaborate, that would be cool. Did you? I should have asked you if you meant pulling them on. Hold on. uh, nice. Nice. You channel what's on the mind. See, people have issues with me because I dig up things that they've suppressed. And nobody seems to like that. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever done, well, I can't say I've never done readings with 2 decks. I use various things in my readings. It's so like the other night I have runes, like all sorts of runes, not just like Nordic runes. I have runes that have like the planetary symbols on them, Reiki runes. I have witches runes. I have the Elder Futhark runes, the traditional runes, which I pull into my readings sometimes. Then I have oracle cards, tarot cards. I find I like oracle cards for like main messages, and then I use the tarot cards to zoom in, kind of like you do with the 2 decks. But you can get a lot more detail, though, I find, with 2 decks. I'm just too lazy. So, but yeah, I just feel like you just need to collaborate with people a little bit more. I forgot. They were like, did you ask him what he meant by coming on? Because I should have asked you that before. Did you mean like pull you onto the live right now, or do you just mean like collaborate later on? Because sorry. This is why I tend not to look at comments while I'm like focusing on the cards. As you see. Because I find sometimes it breaks my concentration. I could attempt, I've never done this. I know StreamYard can bring people in to the live. Like I can bring people in live on StreamYard, but I've never done it. I've never ever. I've never done it. I think they told me to start doing it a while ago, but I've never. I don't listen. They're gonna hello, Rachel. I can pull you in on the live if you want, or I'll send you the link and you can jump in if you want. This past life deck is so different to read with. I don't know what I think of this deck. Cool. Give me a second and I'll... Let me see if I can grab the link. My other phone is charged and oh, magnets. That's not good. My other phone's charged enough. No, just go back. I want to. Cool. Now, where the technology hates me. Bum, ba, bum, bum. No. Okay, let me throw the link in the comments and then jump in. My phone will hook up. Okay, before I do that, let me take a washroom break really quick and I'll be back. Okay. Crap, what did I do? No. There we go. Cool. Sorry, guys. Did everybody leave? They left. Oh. Did everybody leave? Amanda. I think everybody left. Did they leave? I was only gone 2 minutes. Yeah. It's like, need a washroom break. I'll be back. See if anybody comes back. What are you doing? You went dead. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. Okay, how do I do this? Hold on. There we
hello.
go. Yay!
It is an honor.
Okay, hold on. I'm probably gonna have to plug my earphones in.
No, that right there.
Give me a sec.
First of all, no. I'm being told
earphones are all tangled. I don't know what I did to them. Hold on.
Yeah, for a minute.
I can't hear anything.
No, it's not.
This is what I get. Everybody disappeared. There we go.
Oh no. That's why I need to. That's why I need to apologize. You are okay. I read signatures of people I do readings for. You are an empress. You are an empress. That's Empress 5. This is your show, and I kind of interrupted it, didn't I? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry.
No, messages right there. No, that right there. I do channel, and first of all, like I receive messages. Like, think of your guide as your spiritual guide, as an energy that surrounds you. The more you listen to your guide say what your guide would say, the more you do what your guide would tell you to do, the more you embody your guide. And by doing that more and more and more, then you bring your guide to the physical. You bring your guide to the physical. Now, I do get messages. Yes, I do. No, not that. They're messages of abundance. Abundance. Messages of abundance. Yes, I do channel. Yes, I do channel. And I could also feel when I told you that I pick up on other people's brain waves, you was almost wanting to test me. You sure was. I felt it. I felt it right in there.
Sorry.
Look.
It's habit.
Look, my antennas picked it up. My antennas picked it up. Actually, I've also I've just started YouTube not too long ago. I've just started on TikTok and stuff. You know what I mean? I just now recently started blasting. I've been doing tarot for a while. I've studied so much, but like you're more than welcome to check some of that stuff out. I've done a tarot soap opera. That's just a story using tarot. I sure have.
Yeah, nice.
Now, maybe up ahead, I'd be on. I've worked with a couple tarot readers. I got some tarot reader friends. You know what I mean? It'd be nice if we didn't run everybody off.
I know. That's okay.
Well, what it was I was going to show you what's happening right here. My intuitiveness. Actually, Hermes Thoth was credited for tarot. Well, Hermes Thoth was also credited for the Hermetic laws. So I apply Hermetic law to it's the laws of the universe. Everything is mental, everything is vibrating, everything has a sex. So, for instance, if I was to lover boy, man, no, do not. No, you can't. Okay. Here's what happened. In 2018, one of the negative vibrations, a negative frequency of the world came into my life and shook my life apart. There was an implosion that happened in my heart. From that moment on, I've channeled. From that moment on. Now that's another sadness because it's connected. Listen, like spiritual energy went through the roof. My spiritual energy went through the roof. It sure did. It sure did. So let me give you an example. So when I say I apply Hermetic law, that means the law of sex. It don't matter if your soul doesn't have a sex. When you're embodied here on earth, then you have a sex. So the feminine energies pull in, masculine energy dishes out. That creates flow. Like there's money coming in, you're the magician in the middle, you direct where the money's going. So the feminine energy comes in, the masculine's going out. That creates flow. That's one of the Hermetic laws. The law, that's one of the Hermetic laws. Another one is the law of vibration. The law of vibration. When a card comes out, I don't read reversals. Where it lies will tell me how strong that frequency is in that entity. For instance, this card flipped over as Lover Boy. This is Lover Boy, but you dial that. Think of a dimmer switch on a light. So here it's turned up full blast. All right, grab that dial and tune that down. That allows me to read how present that energy is in that entity, allowing me to read the signature, a little more of the signature. That's another way I read my cards. Very different. I've studied tarot for a long time. I've yet to see anybody. Right there. The all-seeing eye, the eye of the divine. Yeah. That's exactly where that comes from. Exactly where that comes from. Walls and boundaries. I'm told to put up some walls and boundaries. I can't share all my secrets with you. I can't share all my secrets with you, but I can share quite a few. Absolutely. I can pair up cups with you. I sure can. I've done like I said, I've got a few tarot friends. I love doing shows with them. As a reader, I dive. A lot of readers, they tend to focus on the light. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Yeah. But usually it's the things in the shadow that throws our life off. It's the things in the darkness. I made a comment the other day on one of my lives. It would be like you taking your car to a mechanic and saying, something's wrong with my car. I need some help. And he says, well, the tires are good. Well, that's what's good with my car. That's great. I want to know what's wrong with my car, so I fix it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I do dive in the light and I dive in the darkness because let's face it, it's woven in all. It's woven in all. Would you like a reading? I don't see anybody else.
I know, it's dead. Everybody just poofed.
You want to pair up cups?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
My name is Jonathan. What was your name?
Becky.
Becky. It's an honor, Becky. Becky, this is as many readings as you do for people. This is your reading.
Well, thank you.
That tried to come out. That's equal give and take of emotions. No, not that. That. No. Hold on. We've got 8 of Cups. It's unfulfillment. You've got an unfulfillment energy. Eight of Cups is known as walking away, but it's also a signature. It's an energy. Why would you walk away from anything? There's unfulfillment in it. So it's also known as unfulfillment. This is called Three of Cups. No, it's not celebration. No. Hold on. 3 cups is usually means coming together of cups. Is it? No, it's not talking about that. It's not talking about that. It's talking about that. You're in a companionship with multiple cups, but it's unfulfilling. It's unfulfilling. There's the heat. I feel heat. Let's check out no. Let's check out these cups. Let's check out these other cups. I like to call your life a cup. So let's look in your cup and see if there's any floaties in that cup. You know what I mean? I use parables. I use parables. Let's check out these other cups. What's going on with this companionship? It's like multiple cups. It's like coming together of cups. But it's an unfulfillment energy in that. And as I'm talking, your mind will travel to certain things, and that'll help me lock on to exactly what it is. It's putting things into the mind, and that way I can read your mind. You struggle with these other cups. It's a serious struggle. It's a serious struggle. That's 7. That's like the struggle's real. Hold on. Let's see what. We're clarifying these cups. Shifting. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. It's like pushing. It's pushing, and it's about spirituality. But no. It's no. Is it yet? No, it is. You work for people, and they're known as higher ups. Higher ups, I must be careful because this is alive.
Yes.
You work for higher ups. Sadness. Sadness. There is sadness. There's the heat. There, yeah, serious heat too. I don't want to get you in trouble or nothing. I definitely don't want to get you in trouble or nothing. This is the tough part right here. That's unfulfillment energy. Why? No. King of Wands, that's king energy. That's directing your actions. That's directing, you know what I mean? Queen of Wands is contemplating what actions to take. King of Wands is kicking it into action. It's got something to do with these 3 of Cups, got something to do with higher ups, but there's money in it. But there's money in it. No. No, that right there. Is my intuition close?
Yes.
My antennas? Yeah. All right. Let's check out this unfulfillment energy. I'll tell you what, I work with higher up too. It's spirit. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, there is an unfulfillment energy in there because I've got so many ticks. And I want to help and do what I can within those ticks. And I ain't gonna lie, I like to make a little bit of money doing it too. You know what I mean? I put a lot of energy into it. So let's check out this unfulfilled. How long you been doing tarot?
Probably about 5 years now.
That right there. It says that's exactly it. It says out here in this big. You see that person? They got their world in their hands.
Yep.
But then there's this huge world. And out here in this huge world, you peer out there, that's right on the money. There's some big fish out there, so to speak, when it comes to stuff like this. There's big fish out there. There sure is. And that does sting. That stings. It sure does. So, how long you say?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since 2018, but when that happened right there, it blew up all at once, like boom, there it went, just like the heart. All right, let's check out this unfulfillment energy. Understand, things show up in multiple planes. Now, our money might not be all that great. You know what I mean? Our money might not be all that great, but do you know how many lives you get to touch? Abundance shows up in multiple forms. Like I didn't get a check, but I got a first kiss. Now, was that money raining from the sky? Yes, it was. Meeting new friends. You that's very abundant, extremely abundant. So keep in mind, abundance shows up in multiple planes. Let's check out. Yeah, I feel you energetically scratching your head. I feel it. Let's check out this unfulfillment energy. I like tuning into tarot readers and observing. I got passion for spirituality. Everything spiritual. Cooking great food, that's spiritual. A sunny day, that's spiritual. I know some people find that cheesy, but is it really? You know what I mean? Is it really? No. You don't want to be that vocal about this unfulfillment energy. You don't want to be that vocal about it. See that person? They're about to make an announcement. We'll turn that upside down and shh. We'll turn that upside down and yeah. So no, keep in mind what I was wanting to show you is the Hermetic laws, because after I'm gone, we leave a ripple. We leave a ripple. Let's say perfect. I went through an actual third eye awakening. What way I feel the vibrational frequencies, the spirits of like Walmart and other spirit, those are spirits, you know what I mean? They are sure are spirits. When you get a job and wear the uniform, you're tuning into the spirit of that place. You sure are. You know what I mean? And the terrible workers aren't tuned into the spirit very well. That's one reason why they usually lose their job. You failed to grab your energetic dial and tune in. Anyways, imagine a dot show up. And this dot starts, think of a bobber in a water, and ripples are coming off of this bobber, this light. We'll call it a light. It's definitely a light. We are the lights. And those ripples are coming off of us. And if we can make hard enough ripples after the light fades, it will continue to sound until it does finally fade away. So I've got so many ticks to make as much racket as I can, because everything is vibrational frequencies. It's a ha-ha joke between me and the divine. Ha-ha joke. You know what I mean? So imagine space and time, and then we show up as a pin, like a pluck, and it ripples out. All right. I got to pound as hard as I can, and depending on the frequency, vibrate. See, right now there's sound coming from me, vibrational frequencies. They are mental frequencies coming from me, being absorbed by you. But I'm trying to leave as hard, as strong as a vibe as I can while I'm here. So I collaborate with other readers too. You know what I mean? If I pick up any kind of spiritual knowledge, how would you ground spirit? Exactly what I said. You said there's many old souls who's got much wisdom, but they don't collaborate with anybody. That's not very grounding. That's not grounding spirit. I've learned a lot, but I'm taking it to the grave with me. Yeah. If that's what you choose to do. Myself, I channel from high above. And then you ground it by sharing it with other lights. And that brings serious strength. Think of the world as like a memory board. And if you look, there's lots of memories embedded in. I want to just do my part too. That's all. Sadness. Why? Not that, not that, not that. What is in that mind? A lot. I've studied much. Natal charts too. That's funny you said that, because I mean I've definitely done that too. What do you think? That's equal give and take of emotions. What do you think? No, in the feels. Why? No, stop doing this. Never talk. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Oh.
That was a powerful drink. That thing must have tasted great. What is in that cup?
Nothing. Water. Oh my God. If I don't drink water, I wake up with energetic hangovers.
Right,
really
right. Just, no,
it's really
not,
bad.
no,
it's not fun.
What do you think?
I think you hit things pretty. Yeah.
The Hierophant energy. Interesting. No, it is interesting. Planting seeds. Planting seeds. That's. I'm glad you invited me up. Says the struggle. What? Not cause that right there. I so interrupted your show, didn't I? You can growl at me if you want. Be like, grrr, you interrupted my stuff. I was over here helping. You know what I mean? But it is a new beginning. It is a new beginning because no, I would love to teach other and help other people, and we all do really, really, really great. But the more powerful, think of the vibrational frequencies coming off you. They're vibes. With those vibes, you lift people. Those are your wings, Earth Angel. Those are your wings. Some people go around batting people down with their wings. And then some people lift people with their wings. Those are your wings. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Energetic door. Spirit said, that's enough. That's enough. 5 Pentacles, that's energetic door. Energetic door. 10 of Cups. That's a lot of love. It sure is. It sure is. Blocks. No, I've had people try to study me. I've had people ask for a reading because they wasn't even interested in me. They're interested in what I'm talking to. They've noticed actions. They've noticed me pulling on my ear and spirit pointing at something, and it's embodying me. It's embodying me and pointing something out. But that's what I said about the more you channel, you start talking with your guide. It's an energy. It's an energy that's surrounding you, and the more decisions, the more things that you do that embodies you. Before too long, your guide looks around and says, "Great, I'm here. Good job. Here we are. Here we are." Well, what do you want to do? You want to go do something? Oh yeah. And that is the truth. It's called bringing your guide to earth. Your spirit guide. That's how you bring your spirit guide to earth. That's how you do it. Because it's with you everywhere you go. So the more things you say, the more things you do, it condenses. And then your guide is, here I am. Great job. Here I am. Does people watch this? Do people watch
We
this?
we have 3 people watching at the moment. I think there's some people commenting. Yeah, maybe. There's a few people.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it then. I'm so sorry. I do appreciate you inviting me. I'm very happy that you did. I'm very happy you did. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No problem.
Thank you for the attention and thank you for the reading you give me, and equal give and take. I'll give you a reading in return.
Thank you.
It was an honor. Sorry for interrupting everybody. And you flex your wings.
I try.
All right. Thank you again. You have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, what did I do? No. Didn't like that. Okay. Hello, Nadine. Hello, guys. So oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna take these out for a minute. They all don't hear me. You did not miss the whole session. No. You're good. Oh. Okay. We were testing to see. We were doing a reading exchange and testing to see, because I'd never brought anybody on ever. It's my first time, so I was like, so thought we would see how it went and do a reading exchange while we were at it. Which was awesome. I'd never done that before, so cool. It was kind of like an impromptu thing. So, guys. Yeah. Well, he asked if he could come on. So I brought him on. Because I have been getting the message that I should bring people on, but I've never actually done it because I wasn't quite sure how it worked and operated, and now I know. So we were I can have a go at you. Okay. Let me check something first before I go. Oh, well, I can't make it. That's okay. Nadine. Wait, I could have a go at what? Bringing you on? I totally should. I should do a live. Maybe I'll do it next time I'm live, and I'll just throw the link up and you guys can hop on if you want. I think that would be cool to like actually get to interact with people. Rather than text, I know. I can get... Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to stay on much longer because I'm almost at like the 3-hour mark, and I can feel like my energy kind of starting to... Nadine, I'll pull some cards. I don't know if she'll come through. I'm like I said, my energy's starting to kind of die off a bit. I've been on 3 hours, so I don't want to try and pull energies through, but I'll see. Yeah, it's hard to when I tend. Blah. This is my professional face. When I tap into the mediumship, it's very kind of draining, and I don't. It's still a fairly new ability to me, so it's kind of something I'm still developing too. I know I can do it. It's really hard. Yeah, 3 hours is a long, 3 hours is a long time for readings, yes. But I like helping people. So let's see what comes through. We've got the Emperor reversed. Oh, so I'm gonna knock down my water. It's funny because as I drop this card, like literally, my hand hit my water. I feel like there's something you need to knock out of the way, my dear. So the Emperor card talks to me about boundaries. I don't know why. When I think Emperor, I think somebody who's very like structured, very boundary oriented, and like you hold on to a lot of stuff and you try to keep, so you try to keep everything together, and you need to kind of let that down a bit sometimes, okay? Make sure that you're not hoarding, holding on to a lot of stuff. And how am I going to word this? Okay, give me a minute. You got to empty yourself out, okay? So the Emperor takes on a lot of responsibilities as well, and he tends to take on everything. Well, maybe not everything, but I feel like in your case it's a lot, and a lot, and a lot, and a lot, and a lot. And you just kind of got to empty yourself out, my dear. So I keep saying, if you don't, you're going to end up with an overflow of things and so much blocked energy. It's going to be bad. So there needs to be a balance, right? A container can only hold so much before we have to release some, or, in this case, the cup only holds so much before I have to dump it out. If I continue to pour more water in an already full cup, pardon me, it's going to overflow, right? Same with you. If you continue to hold on to things that you're holding on to without releasing it, it's eventually going to overflow, and you're going to have no choice but to release it. So take some time to dump some stuff out, okay? Set your limits and boundaries too. Don't allow, I don't want to say don't allow people to dump stuff on you, but make sure that you're, because I mean, just make sure that you're dumping out what you need to dump out, right? Dump out what isn't yours to deal with, give it up to the universe, to whatever or whoever you work with that way, and just kind of let it go. That's something I have to do every once in a while as well, just kind of, because I am somebody who absorbs so much. It's unbelievable. And I never realized I did it until I was meditating one day, and I was like, how I was trying to figure out like how my energy field works and how, I kind of things flow, and they literally showed me, they're like, this is you, and they literally showed me a magnet. Like, I suck everything in, quite literally. I pull everything in, and that the problem is I was pulling everything in, but I wasn't releasing it. And again, that causes a lot of havoc with you, energetically, emotionally, mentally. Like, it just causes a lot of havoc. For me, it was causing a lot of havoc, physically, so much so that I did a huge clearing because I could feel all the built up energy, and I knew that there was a lot of anger and stuff that I had to clear out. That I literally ended up with a gallstone in my gallbladder, and I had to have my gallbladder removed. So just keep that in mind. It's better to let it out gradually than to try and than holding it in and then, gonna have it manifest as something big, right? So try to dump out, especially stuff that isn't yours. That's really, really important. Yeah, that wasn't fun to deal with, but I learned my lesson the very hard way. Because I went and they were like, go look up the spiritual meaning of what a gallbladder represents, because everything in the body is energy, right? Everything around us, everything in this world is energy. They're like, go look up what energy connects to the gallbladder. When I did, it was like anger, resentment, pain, everything I'd been trying to clear out. It's like, well, that explains that. Yeah, it's always fun. So yeah, let it out. Don't let it build up, because And if you're going to clear it out gradually. Don't do what I did. My extremes did not, well, they served me, but it wasn't the most productive way of dealing with stuff. I did have my gallbladder removed. Yeah, they took it out. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I felt so much better after, and I know that sounds bad, but sometimes it kind of took everything that was stored in my body and put it into one spot. And then once that was removed, it cleared my energy out so much. It was crazy. But I mean, surgery is never fun. And I felt like I probably could have prevented that if I had started doing workings and letting out that energy before I did what I did. But we live and we learn. Yes. Emotions, energy, when it's built up, can manifest as physical illness. It has and it does. I have put many boundaries, yes. I have learned to put boundaries up with people in healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. It's important. Boundaries are important, but I think too, one thing I learned is there's a very fine line between like blocking yourself off completely, and I had to find where to put the boundaries where it was reasonable, where I wasn't like over like blocking myself off completely, but not like opening myself up completely too. Hello, Emma. Why is You're very welcome. Okay, guys, I don't know. I see a few messages coming in on my inbox, guys, but I can't see them because I'm live. And I am trying to, I do see like bits and pieces, guys. I am trying to engage everybody. Please keep in mind that I'm human. I'm not Superwoman, okay? Not, and I will not feel bad if I don't engage people because I do the best I can, and that is that. So, yeah. I have learned that I am human and I can only do so much, and I won't let people like upset me. I just won't. Okay. Thank you, Nadine. You have a wonderful night too. Guys, when I'm doing readings too, I'm channeling stuff, I'm pulling information in. I do not reply to comments usually because it breaks my connection. And I want to give people readings that, thank you, Nicole, that I'll, that I'm happy with. That I'm happy with. I'm here to help people, and I can only do what I can do. And I used to beat myself up over that, but I will not do it anymore. I won't. Yeah, you know, we're humans. So yes, I'm just gonna clarify that if I'm not replying to you, it is not because I'm ignoring you. It's not because I don't want to engage people, especially if I'm doing a reading. It's because I'm focused on the reading, and that's just how it goes. I think any good reader does that. There isn't a list. I'm just kind of doing whoever I'm pulled to, guys, but I'm going to be jumping off in about 5 minutes because I've reached a 3-hour mark, and it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. And unfortunately, I have to be up to do job searching tomorrow and finding a job and interviews and stuff like that. So I need to be rested because I don't know about you all, but going into an interview when you're dead tired, it's a bad idea. I've done it a few times, but I've learned it's never a good thing because then your mind's all cloudy and you can't think, and it's really bad. So, yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Nadine. I'm working on it. I don't really want to do it, but I have to do it. If I could, I would do readings all the time. That's my passion. That's what I love. Between readings and teaching, what I like. But for now, so I'm told, the job's pulling me out networking with people. I looked into this. I did. Because I'm like, I don't want to go work. I'm making me go work. Well, you need to get out and network. Apparently, hermit mode doesn't work. Did I divide? Okay. So, awesome, Nadine. Have a good night as well. Thank you for joining. Guys, I'm usually on like every other night. I try to be. But again, it's give and take on my energy levels and stuff. But yeah, I'm usually not hard to catch. If you follow the page or subscribe on my YouTube, wherever you're watching from, you'll hopefully get notified when I'm live. You should. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, guys. So I think on that note, I'm gonna jump off and call it a night. My candles. The flame's still alive, oddly enough. I thought it would have gone out, but it's pretty dim. So, we're gonna call it a night. And thank you guys for joining. I will be back. What's today? Sunday. So I'll probably be back on Tuesday. If you all want to join me then, that would be awesome and amazing. And I'll see you guys all then. Have a great night, guys. Bye.